Hi, my babies. How are we doing? I want to do a 24-hour message per usual. If this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. You don't want to hear what I have to say, that is okay. And I always say with my 24-hour messages, listen to the signs and synchronicities around you to make sure it aligns. And of course, discernment. "24 hours. What is coming in 24 hours for this beautiful collective? So I got the Eight of Cups, the Hangman, and then the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is not the season for a lot of people on impulse. And I understand with that Queen of Wands energy, you're kind of thinking about yourself at this particular time. I think you're loving yourself right now. You're putting a lot of your decisions first when it comes to your life. I feel like 2026 seems to be a big move for you on whatever that is. I feel like that you are chasing big things right now. And I think you're in this mind frame of it's time to take out the trash, whether it's certain people, certain mindsets that need to go, certain places, things. But I'm actually hearing in 24 hours, don't throw anything away. Think before you do. You're acting too impulsive on this. I think you're about to throw something away or walk away from something you should not be walking away from at this particular time. And if they're making you reflect, that's another thing I'm kind of feeling like whatever is going on, is it that deep for you to, why do you feel the need to get rid of something? What's going on? Okay, Four of Pentacles in reverse and then the Two of Cups in reverse. Oh, I see. Be honest with yourself. Are you angry at them or are you more angry at yourself? This is feeling a little bit more dark feminine energy type of thing. I think you're that person. You have no problem putting somebody in their place, being rude, being mean. Because you're standing in your power. Again, you're choosing yourself. You'll never feel guilty about standing up for yourself. But what you do feel guilty about is you were too nice to somebody you should have been nice to. And maybe that's something that's kind of eating you up right now. And I honestly feel like with that Two of Cups in reverse, this is kind of somebody maybe that is closest to you, or at least you see on a regular. But maybe that's kind of how you feel. Maybe you were too nice on a situation and it may have bit you in the butt. And you're kind of like, mother, and you're about to be like, F you, I'm done with you. That's where with that, I've always said with my Eight of Cups, for me personally, it is worse than the Three of Swords, because sometimes you're forced to walk away from things you don't want to walk away from. And again, you don't have to walk away from anything in 24 hours. I think you're acting too impulsively because you got hurt. Sit with that hurt for a minute with that Hangman. There is a reason, and I will get into that. But again, 24 hours, you could be like, I'm cutting them off. I was too nice to you. You may be wanting to back somebody in the corner. I'm hearing, hold on. Hold on before you act all crazy. This is, again, not the season for a lot of people to act emotional or act impulsive. We are still in the year of the snake. This may be a layer you still need to shed. Or you're in the process of shedding. There's nothing wrong with being selfish within your energy, because you're protecting yourself. You're protecting yourself from icky things. But you're not supposed to live your life in isolation because you were too nice to somebody. And I will get into that. Let's do another one for the top spread. Yeah, Six of Cups, I just said. This could be somebody that, unfortunately, you are close to or you've known for a long time. I feel like that's for the majority of you. You were too nice to somebody, and now you're like, I twitching, like, I shouldn't have been nice to you. You took advantage of me, and you have every right to feel that way. They probably did take advantage of you, and they ran with it. But you're not supposed to, but I think you're like, I'm going to cut them off. Hold on, and I will get into that. What do they want you to do with this hangman? Can we please confirm? Yeah, Six of Pentacles in reverse, and I get it. Your energy was not reciprocated. And that's kind of what it feels like for this collective. What is this hangman energy? Why do they want you to reflect on this? Why don't they want you to snip quite yet? Now, what you do with this later is obviously your business, but there is a reason this has happened. Ace of Cups. Here's the thing. You're 24 hours. This is, again, not your sign to cut something off. Again, if you are done with a relationship or a friendship or a coworker or whatever this message is about of some form, obviously that is completely up to you. But this is not your sign in 24 hours to say, F you, I do all this for you and you didn't do this for me and da-da-da-da-da. And clearly what you have given to them is your emotions, your heart, your world, emotional support. You have given them the Ace of Cups, and you don't feel like it's being reciprocated. You want to know what this energy is given, my babies? It's not your fault, but yeah, that Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is not the time to say or do something impulsively. You're asking for a 5-star steak dinner at a McDonald's. You're not asking for the wrong things. You're just at the wrong place. Okay? This person, I will say, again, please use discernment. They're not a bad person. They're not toxic. You are just seeing, unfortunately, that's the best they're going to do for you. Have they took advantage of you? Yes and no. And again, you have every right to feel upset or be like, wait a minute, I was too nice to you. But you weren't too nice to them. That was your friend. That was your partner. That was your person. That was your mentor. Whatever who this person is about. It's just you weren't asking for the wrong things. You were just at the wrong place, my darling. And that's where this Eight of Cups is coming from. You're not supposed to go off on them like a little volcano like this, picture is. This is not a message of a time to be explosive. There's a lot of Cups energy, a lot of emotion here. You have a lot of emotional attachment to it. Do not demonize and villainize yourself for being too nice. That is who you are. Don't ever shame that down. Again, let me repeat myself. You're not asking for the wrong things. You're just at the wrong place, baby. And that's just something to recognize. But that doesn't mean you need to storm into somebody's world tomorrow and be like, F you. You're this and I'm this and da-da-da. If you do that, that's your ego talking. Trust me. I think for a lot of you, it's just recognize the patterns. There's that Three of Swords. Again, yes, it hurts. And it probably will hurt. I feel like what's going to, and I'm warning you, I think you're going to hurt yourself if you go off like this. But ultimately, what it comes down to, babe, is you can't make somebody be present in your life or give you that emotional support. If anything, you feel like they've always given you this. They've always kind of maybe hurt your feelings or hurt you in the end. And again, your feelings is valid. But you can't make somebody be there for you. You can't make somebody show up. And not everybody, and that's another thing to maybe recognize, is not everybody that comes across in your life is going to be the overtop, loving, giving, nurturing person you are. But it's more to recognize, okay, am I giving too much? Okay, I need to pace myself. So as bad as it sounds, do you really resent this person? Do you resent yourself for giving too much of yourself? And that part's a hard one to sit with, and that's okay too. Yeah, Nine of Cups. I said Nine of Cups for a reason. I'm so sorry. That is the 10 of Cups. For some of you, this could even be family. This could talk about family, but again, yeah, literally with childhood, like this could be somebody in your family. You could have known somebody for a long time. You could have seen this person as family. This is not a message of keep them in your life, but this is also not your sign to be explosive. It's kind of be aware of the package that is being presented to you. The cards that you're dealt with, yeah, it's shitty. It hurts. It's not the same as it was even 2 months ago. Let me see what this Eight of Cups is. What are you really, what do you need to go towards without Knight of Wands in reverse?